Hello, good morning. How is it, everybody? Well, I hope I am in the middle of giving one-to-one feedback for our most recent students, and something came up and I thought I would come on here and do a wee empowerment boost because I think that would be helpful for all our students, especially anybody who is, and this is especially for funeral celebrants at the minute. Would it work for a couple in the family? Yeah, I suppose it would, but I had funeral celebrants in my head when I was thinking about this. And for those celebrants who are a bit fearful or anxious about stepping out there and going to see funeral directors and saying, here I am, and I've done this 4-day course or this 5-day course, and I want you to take a chance in me. And I want to get away from this idea of that you've just done a 4 or 5-day course and then you're kind of going and asking people to take a chance in you, just haven't done that. When you go and see a funeral director, and yeah, it's the same when you're sitting talking to any of your couples about their ceremonies, you are not coming to that space having just done a 4 or 5-day course. You are coming to that moment having brought all of your life's experience, everything that's gone before, every teaching, every course, every workshop, every book, every traumatic event, every death that you've encountered in the family and had to organise and had to sit through, every single thing that you've experienced in your life, you're bringing that plus 4 or 5 days training to that moment. So please don't undersell yourself. Please do not go in there thinking, God, I've only done this wee course and who am I to begin in here and asking for work? You're absolutely not. You are going in there with a lifetime of experience, and I think that's why so many people are drawn to this work later in life. You don't get a huge amount of really young people coming to this, because I think it's when we get to our 40s and our 50s and our 60s that we start to recognise that these major life events are really worthy of marking in some way, and especially death, when we start to see people around us dying and our peers dying, that we start to really come face to face with death and what that means, and how what a good death looks like and what a good funeral looks like, and that's often when we're drawn to this work. But as I say, that's because of our life experience. So if you've been lost your job, that's great experience to bring into this work, because you know how it feels to be struggling. You know how it feels to feel your whole world is in a shaky peg. Especially if you've experienced a death and you've had to be part of that organisation and part of the funeral service in some way, you absolutely know what that feels like, and you hopefully know what a good funeral looks like, what a poor funeral looks like, what we can bring to this to make sure that people are being supported in the right way, and that we're listening to them in the right way, and that we are responding to their wishes and their beliefs rather than what we think is right. So every single person in this group has a whole wealth of experience and knowledge to draw upon to go forward with this work. But I want you to realise that when you're going out in those initial steps and you're going out and making these connections with funeral directors and couples and families, that you're taking that experience with you. You're not just taking a certificate saying, oh yeah, did the course. You're taking everything that you have learned up to that point in your life. I've been in this world for 54 years. And my God, the things that I've learned and the things that I look back and think, oh God, I could have done that differently. Oh, I wish I'd known that at the time. But here I am, bringing that all with me and trying to take the learnings from that, trying to reflect on that in a way that I can take all the teachings and I can use them to make myself not only a better celebrant, but a better human being. And I think if you can get into that frame of mind, that it's not just, you're not just here as a result of a couple of days, you're here because you've had this real calling to this work through everything you've done up to this point in your life, and you take that in, and that's what you use to put yourself forward as somebody who should be out there holding these really, really precious spaces and moments for people. So I hope that's been a wee empowerment boost. Certainly been for me. I feel great. Okay, I'll speak to you all soon. Bear